1 second. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching live with all of you all. Lindsay with love, and today is on November 1st. Hello, I'm in the wrong month. November 1st, 2024, on a Friday morning. We are manifesting inside the Manifesting Club today. Woo! Hit the like and share button. Let our friends know we are here. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate you. VIP Deborah, her fingers are always moving on that screen. I appreciate you all for being here. Spider Joe 4114. Wendy, welcome to the chat. I haven't seen you in a second. Welcome. What are we talking about today, guys? There's a I'm like, what are we talking about? I feel like this week has been the fastest week of my life. Of my life. 1 minute it was Sunday, and now it's Friday morning. That's how I feel. It is wild. Good morning, VIP Aaron. Welcome to the chat. Virginia, welcome to the chat. That's, I think, what happens. What I'm realizing is like I am in flow state because I am not losing time. Time is like non-existent in my world right now. And good morning, Aaron, VIP Aaron. It's quite interesting. Has anyone experienced that where you're like, I think artists, definitely writers, right? People that are really doing something very artistic. You just get tapped in and all of a sudden it's like, wait, what day is it? What day is it? You guys, I have created in the last 2 days, no, scratch that. In the last 4 days, did I start on Monday? 5 days? I must have started on Monday. In the last 5 days, I have created almost 24 pieces of content. Wild in the best way possible. Along with Happy New Moon, Samantha, along with YouTube content, which is great. A little bit bummed with myself. I wish I had your brains. You do have my brains. Our brains just work differently. That's all. I'm a little bit, I don't want to say disappointed in myself, but I still do not have horoscope videos for YouTube. And I was really hoping this would be the month, but it's just not the month. And I'm not going to push myself any farther and overextend myself and overexert myself. Gina, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Gina Michelle, thanks for being here. It is the new moon. We are going to be manifesting like wild people today. Thank you for the Aurora post. That's super sweet. Thank you. Oh my gosh, coming in hot and just filling up my entire desire. Thank you so much. Gina Michelle, you are so sweet. Thank you for that. The Aurora post I felt like was very fitting. Welcome to my team. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follow. 90 decimus? Nate, oh boy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. You're so sweet. Thank you, Gina. Over, welcome to the follow. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow and thank you for the rose. Super, super sweet. Oh my gosh, you guys, coming in hot. I'm a great multitasker. Yes, I am a great multitasker. In fact, as a manifesting generator, I'm meant to multitask, and I would be annoyed if I couldn't. So I remember like at one point when I was like figuring out like how I wanted like certain revenue streams for my business and this and that and blah, blah, blah. My partner's like, I think you're scattering, like you're weakening your energy, right? He knows this. You have to stay focused in on one thing and really like work it. And I was like, yeah, but I need 2 things. I need 2 things at least, or else this one thing is going to drive me mad and I'm going to be like annoyed. So 2 things is always good for me. Samantha says, not making it to the Manifesting Club today, still in the hospital, but sending love and positivity. I hope everything is going well, Samantha. I mean, still in the hospital, but I hope a speedy recovery nonetheless. I've been thinking a lot about you. And Samantha, really quickly, thank you for sharing the live. Oh my gosh, why can't I say the name? Night Decimus? Am I saying that correctly? Pacific Blue, welcome to the chat. Did you get my emails about access to your courses? I hope so. And if you didn't, I will send you a personal email. Manifestors, we are manifesting together inside the club at 10 a.m. in literally 50 minutes. So don't forget, I sent out Zoom info this morning. Rebate my home. Is that what that said? I did. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Yay. That makes me so happy. Perfect. Where is this club? Gina, the club is closed for now because we are literally meeting in 50 minutes live on Zoom. But the doors will reopen today after we meet. And you can join us for the full moon session, in November. We're meeting again on Zoom November 14th at 8 p.m. So every month we follow the new moon and the full moon. It's called the Manifesting Club. It's $11 a month to join. It is very, very simple. You just show up, enter your desire in the chat, and every single person that is on the Zoom call will send their powerful energy to you to manifest your best reality. And it is powerful. It is powerful. If you've never joined, please join. Oh, you can't join now. The club is closed, but it will reopen after today. And yeah, we follow the new moon and the full moon. So this, you guys, this new moon, let's talk about it. Should we talk about it? Oh my gosh, I need that robe. Garbage, welcome to the chat. It's Missoni. Go on and get it. It's Missoni. And it is actually one of, like, I've had many robes, you guys, all different price ranges, by the way. Some more expensive than this, some less expensive than this. And hands down, this is the best robe I've ever purchased. And I'm a robe girl for life. I'm double Cancer and I have my moon in the 12th house. Your girl needs to be cozy, okay? So it washes really nicely. It hasn't pilled. It hasn't lost any of its coloring. It hasn't shrunk. Thank you for the hearts, VIP Erin. Thank you so much for being a title gifter. You're so sweet. And it has pockets that fit my Kindle perfectly, which I was like, heck yeah, because I'm a little bit of a nerd. I like to read my Kindle often. I was going to say it would fit this journal, but I guess if I went like this, it might fit it. Anyway, it's great investment. Let's talk about the moon. Thought so. Thank you so much. You're welcome. What a blessing. We'll definitely join next time over it. Yes, please join next time. For those of you that want to join the Manifesting Club and don't want to miss out, first and foremost, make sure you follow me because I will always be telling everybody about it. I also go live Monday through Friday. So if you're a first timer here, welcome. Thanks for being here. I do go live Monday through Friday. Thanks for subscribing, Gina Michelle. Thank you so much for that. VIP Gina Michelle, now you're a VIP. VIPs always get called out VIP and get their questions answered and comments answered first as best I can because sometimes it's a conversation and then I kind of need to read the conversation. But yes, please go to my bio. Actually, you might want to just do it now and sign up. There's a free Detox Your Energy Masterclass in my bio link. And if you were to get that masterclass, now you're on my email list. And every month I tell people, I shout it from the rooftops, the Manifesting Club doors are open. Why do I tell people? Because it is literally one of the most powerful places you'll spend your time on the internet. I have an LLC called Manifesting Dream Homes. Oh, I love that. Love that. Gemini Moon, welcome to the chat. Oh, you're a multitasker too. Love it. Sending the link to my husband. Good, as you should. Get your gifts. Thank you for the subscription. All right. Yay, Gina. VIP Erin says to VIP Gina. Hi. We've got some new VIPs in the chat. Okay, let's talk about the new moon. Because even if you're not in the Manifesting Club, today is a powerful manifesting day. Why, you might ask? Because the new moon, new moons, by the way, think about a new moon. This is a really beautiful way to think about the moon phases. The new moon, we can't see it, right? It's not full, it's not lit up. We can't see it yet. Yet we put manifestations towards the new moon. Why? Because when we shoot our thoughts out to God, Source, Universe, Creator, whatever you call it, if you're new here, I call it all the things because everybody resonates differently. And I'm not going to discriminate against what you call the energy that is love. And we send out this new thought and the moon is new too. And then as the moon goes to a full moon, all of a sudden the moon is now, the seed has been bloomed basically. It's come to fruition. Now all of a sudden what we didn't see, we see. You see? I crack myself up. See what I'm saying? At Garbage, your name, I was at last night. Wait, what? VIP Deborah, what? And so that's why we're shooting out manifestations on the new moon, is because we're planting the seed, right? We put the seed down in the ground. We don't see it. But we go to where we planted our seed. We water it every day. We say nice things to it. We trust that it's going to bloom, right? And grow into a little seedling, sap, whatever. I don't know all the terminology for plants. And then all of a sudden it's going to bloom into this beautiful flower. But along the way, we're not like, oh, geez, I wonder if it's going to grow. But we just go there and we do the work and we trust that it's going to happen for us, right? So that's why the new moon is all about manifesting. We're doing something that we can't see in the moment. We're shooting out the desire to God, Source, Universe, Creator. Then between the, oh, over it, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you. VIP over it. Welcome to the chat. What is your name? I'll still call you VIP over it, but I would love to know your name. From there, we take the aligned actions. We have our thoughts, our speech, and our emotions in alignment with our aligned actions. And then when the full moon comes, typically whatever we planted during the new moon is starting to show up a little bit for the full moon. And then the full moon, we're starting to release. Why? Because what if we manifested something 2 weeks ago, right? So say today we manifested something. The full moon's the 15th. By the full moon, we're starting to see some of it come to life. Well, if some of it's coming to life and we're not exactly in love with what we've manifested, we say, okay, I'm going to keep these parts of the manifestation, but full moon, during this time, I'm going to release these other parts I don't really love. And then we release. New moon comes, we add to the manifestation. Full moon, start to see it come to life. Release. It's a cycle. It's very simple, right? We don't want to complicate it. Have the best day, Samantha. Sending love to you. You too, Samantha. I hope everything goes well. I hope you get out of that hospital. I hope recovery goes quick and easy peasy. I'm thinking about you. Thanks for being here. VIP over it. Welcome to the chat. We got 2 new VIPs this morning. Amazing. Go on. That's awesome. So then we want to think about, especially with a Scorpio new moon, you guys, Scorpio is like low-key jelly of the Scorpios out there. I am. Because when you know how to use your Scorpio power, you are the most magnetic. Honestly, like maybe somebody would say that's not true. Anyone that has Venus ruler, so Taurus, Libra, Venus rulership is the most magnetic. And I would say, maybe. But Scorpio, because of the powerful transformations that they can endure, in other words, Scorpio goes deep in the trenches. But then when they do, Scorpios go do, and now all of a sudden here I am. And it's like, what just happened? What did you just do? Where have you been? And how are you totally different than the last time I saw you? That is Scorpio energy. So powerful. So your name is Shauna. I'm a Cancer as well. The nickname was, I was over negativity. I should rethink it. No, I mean, I get it. I understand. Over it. Yeah, because it could, well, you do what you follow your heart's desire on that. I could see it as it's still kind of negative because you're like, over it. I'm over this. But on a positive note, you can say like, I did it. I'm over it, right? I succeeded. So it's really a perspective. Which perspective are you reading it? So nice to meet you, Shauna. Thanks for being here. We talk all things energy, healing, astrology, perspective, shifting, all the things. So Scorpio energy, think about this. This is very powerful energy. It's intense energy. It's transformative energy. There might be some power dynamics at play. There might be some money at play. Scorpio does rule the 8th house of shared resources, right? So not just transformation in the 8th house, but also other people's money. So thinking like your spouse's money, your significant others, your boyfriends, whoever, your bank loans, investments, taxes, inheritance, will, all these things, right? Scorpio who Shadow Poet, welcome to the chat. Is true love coming my way? I don't know, Scorpio. I don't know, Shadow Poet. Are you in a high vibrational state where you love yourself fully? Because if you are, then yes, absolutely. It must find you because you're in that frequency. Everything is energy, you guys. So I'm not ever going to predict if true love is coming somebody's way. Even in a channeled session, I don't really like to talk relationships because I feel like that's a little bit too much into like the soul's, your own journey. But I would say for anyone that's looking for true love, all you have to do is love yourself fully and you will find true love. You won't even find it. You'll attract it to you, right? And it can come in many forms. It can come in a partnership or a friendship or a business partner or a boss that you really just click with. And it's like a soul boss type of situation, right? Done the shadow work. We'll keep going. Yep. Keep loving yourself fully. That's all you have to do. Catherine says, yeah, my Scorpio rising, changing and doing a 180 every 10 years. Well, go on, Catherine. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Scorpio energy is really powerful. I have, I have intercepted signs in my chart, which makes it a little bit complex. But once you learn them, you don't have to worry about it anymore, which finally I learned them. But I do have 5th house Scorpio, which I think helps me with my creativity a lot. Like I really am able to just transform quickly. If things aren't working, I'm like, all right, next thing, like try another thing. I think it helps me. Happy Friday, Dreama. Welcome to the chat. I hope that you make it to the Manifesting Club in 40 minutes. So wherever this lands in your chart, you guys, I'm finishing the horoscopes today. They'll all be posted by the end of the day, but go watch for your rising sign. Now, if it's not posted, please bear with me. Yesterday I wrote out all of the horoscopes. I should actually post them to my website, the written out versions. I should do that. I wrote them all out yesterday. Some of them still I'm writing today. And then I filmed 6 yesterday and we'll film the rest today. But filming is rather quick. It's just, writing everything out. You're working, but definitely going to try. Okay, sounds good. Rachel, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. VIP Aaron says, my Scorpio moon has me feeling all sorts of ways. Hard to describe, but raw feels closest. Yeah, because it's very intense. And Scorpio is deep. Scorpio is not playing on the surface. Scorpio is going deep into the psyche and is like, what is this crap in here? Right? If there's some crap in there, it's just like Scorpio's like, I'm done with this. I'm letting it go, right? So if you have a lot of strong Scorpio placements, or you're like Aaron for you, where it's like conjunction likely, well, I don't know what your moon I don't think it'll actually go conjunct. I mean, of course, you're having a moon transit, but the full moon, I think, is at, if I remember correctly, 9 degrees. And I think you said your moon was at 29. So it's not really a conjunction because you need like a 10-degree orb at most. But oh my gosh, look at me talking like an astrologer. You guys, that was a nice moment. Sorry, I just had to take a moment because here I am like talking and like knowing it all. Scorpio doesn't rule any of my houses. Tony, you might have intercepted houses like me. Scorpio doesn't rule any of my houses either. Scorpio is stuck for me in my, Scorpio is stuck between Libra and Sagittarius in my 5th house. It's called an intercepted sign, and it's tricky because you don't, in astrology, so this is, by the way, this is if you're looking at tropical Western Placidus. If you're looking at whole sign, you wouldn't have any stuck houses. So this does not apply for a whole sign person. It only applies if you're looking at Western Placidus, and it's because of the latitude and the time you're born. Okay, so depending geographically where you're born could give you interceptions. It's interesting because a lot of the people that I do astrology reports for have intercepted signs. It's like I'm attracting those people to me because I have them too. So when you think about the astrological wheel, starting at wherever your house is, wherever Aries starts, is your I am. This is how you show up in the world, how you approach the world. We've talked about this before, but I'll do a quick refresher because the new moon is on everybody's mind. So this is where your I am comes to life. And then Taurus, the 2nd house, is where you have your self-worth and your personal values. This is where you start to tap into your gifts and your talents, and you start attracting your own resources to you, your money, your resources, nobody else's, just yours. And then you go into your 3rd house, you're developing yourself now, and all of a sudden you're starting to communicate and you're curious and you have these intellectual pursuits that start to happen. And then you move into the 4th house where you're building your inner security, your personal foundation inside. And not only that, but outside, right? Externally, your home, your family, land, right? Then you move into the 5th house. Now all of a sudden you're enjoying life and it's fun because you've got all the security, you've got the things you need, and now you're having a good time. There's romance here, children, business, and then you move into the 6th house, your day-to-day work activities and your health. Okay, and then you move into the 7th house. Now we start talking to the outer world. 1 through 6 is your inner life. 7 through 12 is the outer world. Now you're building relationships in the 7th house. In the 8th house, you're learning how to merge your energy with others for a common goal. So you set aside your desires and you do some sacrificing so that the 2 of you or the 10 of you or whoever you're working with can have a greater life together. This is also where you're doing tons of transformation, Scorpio energy, right? And then you move into Sagittarius and you're expanding your world and you're traveling to long distant shores and you have this life philosophy now and you're starting to get into your spirituality, your higher knowledge, higher wisdom, university, and all those things. Then you move into the 10th house and all of a sudden now you have a career, right? Everyone gets a job. Great, great. And this is not, the 10th house is not just your career, although most people only talk about the career, but it's also your personal legacy. What are you doing and like, how are you making your mark in the world? And it's also, if not any of those things, your social image, your reputation in the world. Are you well respected? Are you as an authority expert? What are you doing with your life kind of energy? And then to the 11th house becomes who you spend your time with, your friends, your groups, the organizations you belong to. And also, once again, kind of in a more humanitarian way, more focused on the collective, what are you doing? Like, we talked about this yesterday. Are you holding the light when everyone else seems chaotic? Because if you are, then you're doing something really good for the collective, which is helping us raise our frequency. Are you spreading love and compassion and stop and releasing judgment of others and stop gossiping and leaving conversations when people are gossiping? If you are, you're shining the light. You're doing humanitarian efforts, even if you're not involved in some sort of charity or volunteer work, right? And then the 12th house is our completion. Now we know how to act in all areas of life, right? The 12th house. It's the end. It's your karma. It's your spirituality fully. It's your dreams, your wishes fulfilled. It's your faith, right? So in a whole sign system, it's really easy. Or people that don't have interceptions in the chart, really easy. I just go around the clock every year. So I start at year 0 and then first house. And I go through my years and I go around the clock and I'm constantly, it's the spiral of life, they call it in astrology, right? I'm constantly evolving. But people with interceptions and duplications in their chart, it gets a little complicated because all of a sudden you're skipping signs and then you have 2 signs on 1 house. Or you have the same sign starting 2 houses and you're like, wait, so I have the same energy for 2 different areas of life. So I'm missing energy some places and I have extra energy in other places. And it throws off all of the energy, basically, of the chart. Instead of having like your 1st house, your 5th house, second, third, first, fourth. Let me see if I can do this right. Say instead of having your fourth, eighth, and 12th house all water houses, for example, you might have like water, air, air. So everything energetically is a little bit distorted, but it's no big deal. Actually, the challenges make you more powerful, right? And so in those moments, if you really have that in your chart, I'm not going to pull up your chart now, but if you really have it in your chart, then you need to learn how to unlock your energy. That's why, this is why, you guys, I am so adamant about everybody learning their birth chart, because it's the blueprint to your life. And if your energies are locked up somewhere and you're feeling like you're stuck on a hamster wheel, this could be why, right? I was locked up for a long time. I was like, what is happening in my life? Why can I not get out of this? And then finally, I did it intuitively. And then when I got my chart and I started learning about it, I was like, well, no kidding. No kidding. It makes perfect sense why I was feeling this way. Let me get caught up on the comments. Holy cow, new followers in the chat. Shay Shay in the D. Welcome, Shay Shay. Are you in Detroit? When you say in the D, I'm from Michigan. Is it the D? Lindsay, how are you? Hi, everyone. I'm doing well. Yes, it's 29. Impressed that you remember that. I have a weird memory with numbers, you guys. I've always loved numbers. This is my math nerdy side coming out. Jamie, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. University, light bulb, Shay Shay says, LOL, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. That was awesome. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I will be teaching astrology courses. You guys, I'm like, hold me accountable. My goal is to start teaching astrology by like Q2. Let me talk in business terms, Q2 of 2025. What does that mean? By like end of March, early April. I would really like to start in January, but let's be realistic. I'm finishing the Reiki energy healing course, and like that's a lot of course teaching in a quick amount of time. And I don't want to burn out. I'm just me. Not just me, but I am me. This is me, Lindsay with love. I am the CEO, the CFO. I am the operations manager, right? I'm all the things. So I would like to just be chill for a while. And when it's time to delegate tasks, I will do that. Wink, wink. All right. Catherine says, first house was self, right? Makes sense why I want to transform me again. Yep, exactly. Yeah, so Scorpio rising is definitely, you're in the mood to really like show up. Either this is like the time where like maybe a Scorpio rising would be like cutting their hair, doing their makeup differently. It could be very like aesthetic, or it like a physical appearance, or it could be how people perceive you, right? The first house is how you approach life and also how people perceive you. And so you could say, you know what, it seems like I keep getting the same feedback around I'm too girly, or I'm too, I don't know, whatever. One time my boss was like, you seem bitter. And I was like, what? I've never had anybody tell me that. I was like, okay, well, geez, thanks for telling me, because I had no idea that's how I was coming across. Like, that's so weird, right? But I was like, okay, I'll change that. So yes, it's perception. Magda, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. VIP Earn says, wait, what did you say you prefer, Placidus or Full House? Well, personally, it depends. I'm having a hard time. I'm actually thinking about that a lot lately. I think I'm going to stick with Placidus, because a lot of astrologers will say, if you don't use whole house, you're missing out on all the tradition and the ancient whatever of astrology. Now, I think if you wanted to be like a world forecaster, you would need to use whole house. I think that's better from a forecasting perspective, from like a world stage. But I'm the type of person that I don't care about politics. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't have a desire in my heart to be a world forecaster, a prophet, or anything like that. I want to help people learn themselves. And so on an individual basis, I think Placidus is better. This is my own opinion, by the way, right? My own opinion, because it really taps into the psyche. It taps into the more psychological components. Whereas I think somebody told me whole sign is more like about the body, the physicality, maybe healing, stuff like that, like from a physical perspective. But I'm more about like anyone that comes to me is not typically struggling with health concerns. People that come to me are struggling because they have worthiness issues. They're lacking confidence. It's that kind of energy that I typically deal with. And it's the best for me because I know how to get you out of it, because I did it for myself, right? So I prefer Placidus because it's more about the emotions of the person and how they like emotionally approach the world. And you know me, double Cancer Pisces, hello, I'm all about the feels. So it just resonates for me more. You guys, tomorrow is the day that your girl is getting her nail back. I'm so excited. I was patient. I'm proud of myself for letting her grow. And it was only 6 weeks. Like, cause you can, by the way, just so you guys know, you can grow a fingernail, like a whole one, because it was completely almost ripped off in 6 weeks. Pretty good. Tamika, welcome back to the chat. How are you? Oh my gosh, how is Boston? Boston, right? I think I remember correctly. How was your move? I'm not confusing you with somebody. I'm pretty sure. Leah, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. What if you don't have your birth time? Shay Shay in the D. This is something that I really desire at some point in my life, which is to be so good at what I do with astrology that I can help people determine it. But there are astrologers out there, and I can't remember what it's called. To me, I just feel like it's like you're backing into your birth data. That's what I say. But there's something that a term they use, and the word is escaping me right now. But basically, they can help you kind of calibrate your birth chart. I'm guessing, this is my guess. I'm guessing that you would develop, or what I would do is develop a ton of questions. We would sit together for hours and I would just ask you, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? Because when you know enough about somebody, and maybe even like interview other people, right? Because your perception of you is one thing, somebody else's is another, and really just start understanding and asking all these questions, maybe you could figure it out. That's what I think. But I don't know. If you don't know your birth time also, if you know what hospital you were born or what city you were born, you could call to your local government or the hospital. You could try that. And if you don't know any of that, then I literally don't know. There are astrologers though that can like help you calculate it back into it somehow. But I'm just not there yet. You guys, I just started studying astrology a couple years ago. So your girl's still like a little baby astrologer. Although I still feel like I know a lot, but still astrology is a never ending. If you want something that will just keep you busy for the rest of your life, start learning astrology, start learning human design, start learning how to knit or crochet, because there's a billion different types of stitches. There's a billion, paint, right? There's so many different techniques. Tony says that was so informative. Thank you. When you have a stuck sign like Scorpio, does it give that energy to a house? No, when you have a stuck sign, it's like that energy doesn't exist for you until you unlock it. It's the opposite. Catherine says, I'm a completely different person in my soul, all for the better. Yes, you are. I love that for you. Chanel, welcome to the chat. Am I saying your name right? I hope. Chanel. That's instantly how it came out. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. Rectification. Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate you. I was like, what is the word? Maybe rectification. Yeah. VIP over it says, Shauna says, this is why I'm attracted to you and I found your page. What a blessing. I'm excited. Well, I'm excited you're here. I always love new people in my chat, you guys. If you, this lighting is like, just like so bad, you guys. Lighting is everything. See how much it changes? I'm just trying to get it out of my eyes a little bit. I don't know, you guys, by the way, like this is how I wake up in the morning. I'm not ready for the day if you're new here. Imagine that. Somebody just shows up on TikTok rolling on a bed. What? Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Leah says, I love that approach. I think we have so much power and can use astrology to enhance that. Yes. I use astrology as an awareness tool, you guys. My soul mission, for those that are new here, my soul mission, based on my conversations with my angels and my guides at my spiritual awakening back in 2019, is to raise the frequency of the planet. And I believe that the best way I can do that is by bringing awareness to the fact that your energy, and then empower you to learn your energy in the best way so you can manifest it. You can use it to manifest your best reality. So my whole job is to really empower you to step into your abundance in this lifetime, to end your suffering, to get rid of the limiting beliefs, to get rid of the self-doubt, to get rid of the negative perspectives. So yeah, I always use astrology as an awareness tool. It is not, you guys, it's not absolute. Energy is always changing. So nothing is ever absolute in life. But we can use it to learn more about ourselves and then create a better life for ourselves, and not just for ourselves, but for everybody that's around us. Because when you raise your frequency, it's resonance, right? And so other people around you start to raise their frequency, or they're so uncomfortable that they just go into a different reality and you no longer talk to each other. And either way is okay. Yes, Tamika says, okay, good. I'm glad I remembered. It's fabulous. You're loving it. You started doing brand ambassador promotional modeling. Go on, girl. Okay. I love that. So many opportunities, doors opening, helping me meet people, go to events. Oh my gosh, Tamika, that is amazing. I'm so happy for you. Jessica, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. That is amazing. So amazing. I'm so happy you made the right move. You really did. I knew it was going to be great. I knew it. VIP Aaron says, if I don't move soon, that's what you're all going to get on Zoom from me. Wait, what? If you don't move soon? Oh, that's what you're all going to, oh, I get what you're saying. Whatever, you guys, come as you are. I'm not like, if you have an important message in your heart, do you have time to spend hours getting ready just to send the message? No, I don't have time for that. I will get ready this afternoon. I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to film all these TikTok videos. But in the morning, I'm like, you know what? It's real, right? I feel like it's authentic. I think it's helpful, right? Because people are using all these filters still and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, what does a normal person look like anymore? VIP Deborah says, I'm still in my nightgown. Probably will be on the Zoom. I love it. Autumn, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. You guys, we are talking about Manifesting Club, and the doors are closed today because we're manifesting in literally 20 minutes. But if you're interested in manifesting with me, not just with me, sorry. If you're interested in manifesting with powerful people, not just me, I just host the club, then please consider joining after, I don't know, I'm going to reopen this morning after we're done. I'll reopen it around noon. So first and foremost, click up here and follow me so that you can come hang out with me Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every morning when I go live. Secondly, go into my bio link and go down to the part that says free Detox Your Energy Masterclass. That is your first step towards living a better life, strengthening your manifesting power. You've got to detox all of your energy. Now you're on my email list. Yay. And then when the doors reopen, I'm going to send an email that says Manifesting Club doors are reopened. And we are manifesting together on November 14th at 8 p.m. With the full moon. So this morning, we're going to manifest like crazy. On the 14th, we're going to do some releasing and then manifest like crazy. Dawn, thank you for the follow. VIP Deborah said, or VIP Earth says to VIP Deborah, perfect. It's that kind of day. It really is, right? I mean, the energy has definitely shifted, you guys. The horoscopes will absolutely be done by the end of the day today and posted by at the latest. I'm trying to get them all posted by like, I don't know, 8 o'clock tonight. But this month there is a lot of changes in the sky, starting with today and then tomorrow and then the next day. And then I think the 11th and then twice on the 15th, we have a full moon, Saturn goes direct. And then we're going to talk about it more, but Pluto enters into Aquarius. The whole collective is going to shift over the next 20 years. Get ready to transform yourself in some way. And yeah, just going to continue on. It's a busy month. So I think everyone's already starting to feel it. I know I am. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so hot. I've been having I was at my desk today at 7:30 and I've been having my heating pad on this whole time on my castor oil. I was just like, oh, so hot all of a sudden. Wendy, thank you for sharing the live. Thanks for being here. Dawn, thank you for the follow. I think I told you that already, but thanks again, nonetheless. Tony, I think did I miss one of your questions? Oh, somebody said, sorry, Amari, I think is how you say your name. What about when we have empty houses, 9 through 12 is empty? Everybody has empty houses. There's 10 planets, there's 12 houses. NBD, no big deal, right? No big deal. All the houses, all the energy of your chart will always be activated by transits some way, somehow. So there's nothing to worry about there. You guys, I don't do doomsday astrology. You're not doomed. You're never doomed. Unless you believe you're doomed, well, then you're probably going to create some sort of doom in your life, right? But if you just say, okay,